Alright, here we are. This is the entrance. So this is kind of a little bridge here. This is the entrance to the bridge that I stayed in San Mateo. How do you get there? I've already been here. That's my bike up against the tree there. Go down this little hill right here. You can see the creek down below. Pretty freaking cool, actually. And then right here is the bridge. And all summer long, it's pretty nice. The creek doesn't come up. It stays dry. But anyway, this was home for me for a while. Cleaned up in that river right there. That's Crystal Creek, or I think that's Crystal Creek that comes from Crystal Lake, something like that. Water's pretty clean. They don't do much to it. It is the water they use for this area from that reservoir. But anyway, it overspills here. When it rains, oh man, this son of a bitch comes way up. It'll wash you out. You know, this side over here, that's where I furnished that area right there. With couches and tables and chairs. Somebody's bike washed up there, it looks like. And now there, the other end of the thing. But, you know, the raccoons are terrible down here. So what I started doing was over there, I'll zoom in on it, on the other side of the creek. I'll zoom right in on it, between those two poles. Right over there on the ground, I would drop cookies and donuts and cake. Every day. I'd get them for free over at St. Vinny's. The raccoons would come, and they would eat those sweets, and you know, they'd stay on that side of the creek and leave me alone over here. And before I started doing that, these raccoons, man, they would come up on me in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they'd just make a ruckus, man. They were fucking and fighting, making all kinds of noise, causing all kinds of shit. And they were just telling me, you know, we like the sweets, we like the cookies, we know you can get them, you bring them, we'll leave you alone. And I heard the message, so I brought them the shit, and I left them the cookies over there. And from that day forward, the coons left me alone, and they stayed on their side of the creek, and I stayed on mine. They never came over and caused a ruckus again after that. And not only that, I felt like if somebody would have come down here to hurt me, I thought that I had raccoons as my protectors. Lots of them. I really believed that. Of course, you know, I was suffering a delusional psychosis at the time, living under a bridge. I never missed a shower. I bathed in that river many times, never missed a meal. You know, I really did have a good time with my homeless and broke situation. And I have some really fond memories of living under this bridge. I had, you know, Kat. She was my girlfriend for a while. She'd come down here with me and stay with me. And most of the time when she was here, the popo would roll up on us and pull her out of my bed and frisk her. And that was kind of rude, but, you know, they'd squirt our bonfire out. We always had a bonfire going right about there. I'm going to zoom in on the spot. Right about there, we always, you know, lit up a pallet or something. Had a big bonfire going down here at night. Now, that's cool down here, but the smoke, you know, if you use pallet wood, it's not real bad. It doesn't smoke. If you're going to have burn down here, find wood that don't smoke real bad. His neighbors call it popo on you. But anyway, I'm going to do some bong hits. I just filled my trusty little bong over there sitting on the bed. Zoom in on it with some water from the creek. I'm gonna smoke me a bowl. I'm gonna see if I can set up the tripod and record myself doing it. But anyway, be back in a minute.